344. I was shocked when I looked and I started thinking about the reason for the used motorcycle market being flooded with low mileage Harley Davidson motorcycles. Do you know that your bike is going to last a lot of kilometers? Nobody rides their bikes. Talking to a friend of mine who was buying a new bike, he wanted to check out used bikes first before he made his final decision. I jumped online with him and looked at some ads. Now, I sort of knew what I would find, but I wasn't really prepared for the extent of it. I knew people sold their Harleys with low mileage, but I was surprised by what I found. I'm going to share it with you shortly. Let's talk about the shock reason for the market flood of low mileage used Harley Davidson motorcycles. Hi, my name's Eamon. Welcome to the channel. If you like today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. Check out the website, grab some great supporter gear like a cap, beanie, sticker or t-shirt to show you're getting old but not dead. Now, Harley Davidson has a fantastic image of freedom, rebellion, individuality and of course action. Even Power Rangers have to admit Harley Davidson has done an absolutely magnificent job with this. And of course it's true. We Harley riders, we're all action orientated, rugged individuals with a rebellious spirit and of course living a life that exemplifies freedom. Or I am anyway. Now Power Rangers, let's go. Let me have it in the comments. I mean, give me compliments. Because of this great image, many men
or woman to rid himself or herself, agreed,
aspire to own a Harley Davidson, aspire to ride the roads like the rebels that we are, the rebels that we want to be. Harley Davidson, it's a trophy product, an aspirational product for a lot of people. Like I said in a video recently, some people can upgrade their Harleys every 20 minutes or so. But on the flip side, many people scrimp and save to buy one, sometimes waiting the majority of their life to be able to join the party. Haters will say, yeah, but my Yamaha, Suzuki, whatever, it's going to do 500 million miles an hour in first gear and it only costs 15 cents and it's made from the latest recycled plastic. You guys are crazy for spending all that money on Harleys. Yes, you're right, but we don't care. And Harley Davidson has done a brilliant job at marketing. We're all just fanboys swimming in a sea of chrome and leather. But this Harley Davidson image has created two really interesting phenomena. Perhaps they're problems for Harley Davidson, the company. Now, before I tell you why this is actually happening, let's have a look at the problem. Here in Australia, one of the websites that sells motorcycles is bikesales.com.au. Let's have a look and search for used Harley Davidson motorcycles. As you can see, there are 2,833 used Harleys for sale in Australia on this website. And that's dealers and private sales. If we search for Harleys that have only done less than 5,000 kilometres, we find 692 bikes for sale, which is about 24% of all of the bikes that are for sale. All right, let's look at bikes that have been ridden less than 10,000 kilometres. There are 1,126 Harleys for sale, and that's 40% of the used Harley Davidson market. What about 20,000 kilometres? There are 1,819 Harleys for sale, that's 64%. And last but not least, 93% of used Harley Davidsons have less than 50,000 kilometres on the clock. Now, just in case you thought this was just in Australia, you would be wrong. Let's have a look at the United States of America. I jumped on the website Cycle Trader, and there are 24,754 used Harley Davidsons for sale. Now, I'm going to do this in miles for the United States, so there are going to be slight differences, but I think you'll get the picture and it's surprisingly similar. Nobody rides their bikes. So what are the possible reasons for this type of result? Let me know what you think, comment below. Oh look, I nearly forgot. Power Rangers, don't laugh, it's even worse for sports bikes. Now for those of you who think your Harley Davidson is going to die after a couple of kilometres of use, that's not true. They last forever. There are parts around, you've got to maintain them of course. There are people who have done, I think, 1 million miles, not kilometres, 1 million miles on their Harley Davidson. Now, I think there are two huge reasons for this, but the figures could be influenced also by a poor economy. Maybe people need to raise money, and of course motorcycles, after all, are luxury items. Maybe Harley riders are cashed up and they want to buy the latest bike, or they like changing bikes frequently to try different bikes. I think the reasons are people buy them as trophies, aspirational targets, and then bang, the goal's been achieved. They get one, they don't really know what to do. They potter around with them down to the local bar, the shops, the local dealer. There's nothing wrong with that, but then after a while they realise that they don't ride much and they have to maintain it, and it's all just too much. What about the guys that scrimped and saved? These guys may have spent a relative fortune on their bikes as a trophy, and they don't like riding and devaluing their so-called investment. And I know that's what a lot of people do. They keep their bikes in the garage and they think that if they put miles on them, they're going to go down in value. And that might be true, but to me, that sort of defeats the purpose of owning a motorbike. Perhaps the trophy hunters eventually think they've been there and they've done that, and that it's not for them, or it's not for them anymore. Now, the second reason is that a lot of people fall into the trap of the big bikes and the men's bikes, and that's what you've got to get. If they buy a Sportster or one of the smaller looking models, especially a Sportster, they get called a girl, a pussy, and told that they should get a real bike. If that's you, don't stress, as I know from listening to guys banter, this is done in jest, just to get a reaction, to see if you're going to stand up for yourself, to see how you account for yourself, or do you get triggered or not. That's just the way some guys are. Just like I stir up road glide users sometimes, when in reality there's nothing wrong with a road glide. So maybe people stay away from the smaller bikes and jump straight onto the big boys, and then they can't handle the size and the weight, because after all, they can be intimidating bikes if you're not experienced. I think there are heaps of guys who have a license, they gave up shortly after getting their license, and now that they're 50 or over, they decide it's time to get back into it. Instead of buying a manageable sized bike, they get straight into a fully loaded bagger. Yeah, I know they don't weigh anything once you're moving, but they're big and intimidating to many people who still have to push them around the garage, ride them slow in car parks and traffic. You know what I mean. These people are out of practice, or they may never have practiced any skills like cornering or slow speed maneuvers, so it's intimidating. They end up not riding much, and eventually the bikes go up for sale. Let me know what you think, comment below. Now, the solution's pretty easy. If your bike is intimidating you, you can either just practice more or go out and get a smaller bike to practice on. Maybe think about buying a smaller bike first. The new Sportster S is awesome, so is the Lowrider, which I rode around on a while ago. Both very light, manageable bikes. I guarantee you, you're going to enjoy it more on a bike that you're comfortable with. Now, comfortable comes from things like ease of use, which comes from practice, and it comes from familiarity, which comes from experience. 342, 343, 344. Just kidding. 251, 252. Now, how cool was that? I expect everybody to get down and give me 100 push-ups on your knuckles. Right, so why in the hell would you do push-ups on your knuckles? You'd have to be an absolute idiot, maybe a maniac, maybe a weirdo. Who knows? I'm probably all of those things. All that push-ups on your knuckles do is make you feel uncomfortable. They're not any more healthy than doing normal push-up. They're not going to benefit you in any way except make you feel a little bit of pain and discomfort. Why would you want to do that? Well, the main reason is as we get older and stuck in our ways, perhaps create habits and patterns of behavior and movement, as we get financially more secure and more comfortable and soft, dare I say, we turn into, no, I won't say that. Get out of the groove, make yourself uncomfortable. It's character building, it's great for your mind, it's inspiring for yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Now, you don't have to do push-ups on your knuckles. There are a million ways to do it. I also have cold showers. I also do other things to make myself cold because I hate the cold. It's character building. Go and talk to a stranger. Change the way you eat. Talk to people you disagree with and actually listen to them. They build your character and wisdom. Personally, I think if you make yourself uncomfortable, do things that are unusual for yourself, it makes your mind more flexible and it helps you increase the boundaries that you have in your life. So get out and ride. It's actually good for you. Do things that take you out of your comfort zone. What is a comfort zone? A comfort zone is just a pattern that you've established, perhaps a habit, and often it's got to do with the way you think. People get stuck on autopilot. They don't realise that they're in the same groove every day. It's a matter of being self-aware. It's a matter of figuring out what you're thinking. It's a matter of being aware of your thoughts to get out of your comfort zone. So getting out on your bike and riding can be uncomfortable. I guess it's more comfortable if you've got friends to ride with. It's more comfortable if you've got a destination. So the solution is more riding. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you ride. If you have to go down to a smaller bike for a while or forever, it's going to be fine. Whatever you choose to do, don't let it beat you. We're here to enjoy our Harleys, so you've got to ride them. Well, you don't have to ride them. Put it in a glass cabinet if you want. It's your bike, but in my opinion, you've got to ride them. So what do? Try the tourist destinations, local or somewhere in your country. Try the Harley groups on social media or the Harley's owner group at your local dealer. They're all great ways to get out and about riding. If you like today's video, you're going to love my video, which Harley Davidson should you buy? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Check out the website oldnotdead.club and grab some supporter gear. Thanks for watching. Stay fit and healthy, ride hard and stay safe. I'll see you on the next video.